We are recording.
We are recording. Awesome. So we're doing this video as a bit of a means of a kind of a debrief of 80 workouts. What it's like to do 80 group classes for free during a pandemic is kind of the idea, and how it's gone, because it's been 16 weeks, is it?
16 weeks, which at times has felt like a long time, but then it's actually gone pretty quick. Like, yeah,
And
yeah,
when we started this, for a bit of context, it was probably a few days into lockdown.
yeah. I think it was, yeah, it was. I remember it really clearly as well. So it was I think it was the 20th, Friday the 20th. We were told by old Boris that the gyms are going to close, and that's when we kind of entered into that lockdown. I believe it was from the Monday, and we made that decision we were going to do it. So that weekend was just a big scramble to salvage our business and then try and think about strategies of how we could kind of keep our business afloat, but also how we could then best support our clients through the pandemic. At that point, we didn't know timeframes, didn't know how long the lockdown was going to be. So the whole idea to start with was like, well, we're going to do an online service for our clients to try and serve one-on-one service. And then in order to be able to, use exercise as a vehicle to try and keep people positive and, you know, have some structure throughout their time was like, cool, I'm going to do a daily workout. Who fancies jumping in? So it started off as like, I'm going to do it for me. And I provided it to my one-on-one clients. And I was like, well, let's just throw down together at 12:30 in a lunchtime. It breaks up the day, gives us some structure. And then it was like, Ben, do you want your clients to get involved? Do you want to get involved? And then it just kind of spiraled from there. Just something that was just like, yeah, I'm going to work out with my buddies and my clients to keep them afloat, turned into something that's just grown, which has been awesome.
And I don't think you couldn't have really planned it. No one really knew how long this was going to last. I think you said to us, "Oh, you're going to be doing this 16 weeks later." I mean, I was skeptical about just general video stuff and coaching in it. If you'd said to me before all this, doing a group class on your computer, I mean, now it seems, of course, it works, but
Yeah.
you don't know until you do it, right?
Yeah. I think the other thing is that the pandemic, it's thrown out loads of curveballs and loads of negativity, and I know a lot of people now that kind of fallout from the pandemic, people going from a hard time, with loss of jobs and things like that. There's been a lot from our perspective. If you're just looking at getting people more active, it's been actually a really positive thing because it's made people actually understand and realize that you can work out at home, you can work out with no equipment, you
Mm.
can get an effective workout in under half hour or 45 minutes. Um, and if it was in normal circumstances, would people have given this thing a shot? Hell no, they wouldn't have.
No, yeah,
Obviously, we're gonna do classes every day. Um, who who would be jumping into those when people still have access to a gym and things like that? So, the whole process have opened people's eyes up, I think.
yeah. I think it will become the new norm. And obviously, a lot of people have benefited by training so frequently. So many people have gym memberships that have access to classes every day, but they don't do them for whatever reason. They don't do them. And we wrote this in our email that goes out to everyone with the link to the video in the class, was kind of everyone's had this opportunity for their schedule to be turned upside down, so they've been able to fit fitness into their life and kind of see how that looks at a consistent basis. It's something that I've never had too much trouble with. I've always found the time for it, but I think there's this illusion that, oh, I'm too busy, and people are always too busy, and they don't always realize that the people that still train are busy, but they find the opportunities elsewhere. Now everyone's been given this kind of blank opportunity to try it and get into it. I think it's a great catalyst for building a habit for the rest of their lives and
Oh,
doing.
without a doubt. Like I've got countless clients that have said that they're going to continue doing this, so training online and doing the group classes as opposed to going back to a gym because it has so much benefits in terms of how just convenience wise it fits into their day-to-day life now. And,
Mm.
if we go out of lockdown and people start going back to the office, we're providing other alternatives that allows people to continue that journey and beyond. Myself included, like, you said that obviously you've never really had a problem motivating yourself to train, like training frequency and consistency has not been an issue with you. But since I stopped sport, since I stopped competitive sport, I really struggled with consistency, struggling to, program for myself, motivate myself to work out in a gym after doing 6-7 hours of one-on-one PTs and classes. I was finding it very difficult. This is the most consistent I have trained for probably 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Probably 6 months prior to lockdown, I was kind of on and off switch in terms of training. Whereas now I've done, I've missed 2 workouts in 16 weeks. Like, and there's a lot of people that your client Will, he's pretty much done every single workout, which is absolutely outstanding. And I'm really proud of that. The fact that, I've done 78 workouts in 16 weeks, and I've never done that amount of bodyweight training in my entire life, like full stop. And for me personally, in terms of programming the workouts and planning them, I programmed and planned 80 different workouts. Every workout was different.
And they were interesting. They weren't
We've not repeated one. We've repeated certain time domains, and obviously there's only, certain movements that we see value in. We're not going to get you prancing around like a ballerina in the middle of the front room and doing backflips and shit. Excuse my language, but it's meant that we've had to be creative and inventful to try and make sure that people get a really decent, well-rounded bodyweight workout. And it's only this week that we've thrown in a kettlebell or a dumbbell.
Yeah, as an optional thing as well.
Optional, yeah. So again, people continue to, if they don't have the resource, they don't have the kettlebell or dumbbell, and we're saying just before the call actually that we want to try and make sure that if someone does a bodyweight option, it's comparable in terms of intensity and effectiveness as if they would be if they were lifting resistance and weight. And that's for us to do the groundwork, right? That's for us to do the planning and stuff like that. So it's easy for you guys to just rock up and train.
Yeah, and we benefited by having the kind of infrastructure with the online component already there. We were working on building an online community of things, so the timing couldn't have really been better for that.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a way of, we host a video, it gets emailed out to everyone, we do all this, the brief's there, the link goes out, and it's been we were very fortunate in that regard. We didn't plan it that way. You couldn't have planned it that way.
Even then, it's like, it started off like week 1. I remember it's like, I'm going to send out a message to my clients. Here's the workout. I copy and paste it to you, and you just put that on the forum, and that went out to the limited amount of people. So what started off, and you could look back on the forum now and go, oh, well, here's week 1. This is what it looked like. And then over 16 weeks, we just fleshed out this service because the demand was there. What started off as just a real brief description along with the workout turned into then having demo videos every single morning, which then had demo videos with scaling options, which then had options for people to discuss any questions they might have on the forum, to now the fact that they have, a weight option that they can add to it as well. Like it's just grown to meet the demand of what people need and require. And
it will continue to do so. I think
I was going to say that exactly. I was going to say continue to do that, as people, move out of lockdown and people's schedules do change, and we understand that, you can't just stop what you're doing at the office and work out at 12:30 and then jump straight back to what you were doing if you are in town or whatever. We will then change with the times, and we will then be adaptable as we have done for the last 16 weeks. And it's the first time in a long time actually that I'm genuinely excited about, where this thing can go. Because I just think it's really, really cool.
I think that's to kind of wrap this up a little bit. I think that's been the best thing about it all, is the amount of messages we've got from all kinds of people saying how much it's helped them, it's kept them sane during, particularly like the lockdown springing up now. Before, you could only go out for an hour of exercise. It definitely had its weeks where everyone felt very confined, and the workout was a big feature of in my day as well as other people's. You get up and you'd be like, right, I do a batch of work up until 12:30. I go on, do my workout, I feel different, I feel better, and I can attack the rest of the day with renewed energy. And the message is, not going into too much detail, but like people getting families together on it. We've seen people gathering on these tiny little screens of people from all over the world, even. We've got people in Italy, Amsterdam, Singapore, logging in at 12:30 our time. God knows what time it is in Singapore at that hour and things like that. But people come on consistently. You see the same faces repeatedly. Our class numbers, we get numbers in every day that a massive sports club would be happy showing up to their spin class, or a big CrossFit gym would be happy showing up on a Saturday morning, these prime time slots. We've been hitting that consistently for weeks on end, these big class numbers of people. You watch the screen and you're working out, so you can't watch in great detail, but you see everyone's moving and it legit spurs you on to do more. This is these kind of workouts, these body weight cardio intense workouts are not my wheelhouse. They never have been. When I say I trained a lot, I like doing heavy barbell lifting and strength stuff. So doing these cardio things, it's like I really struggle to motivate myself through a bunch of burpees. Yeah, you've had me doing them most days and most weeks for the past.
Yeah, I've just sugarcoated them and just called them different names to.
Yeah, down ups, burpees, and sprawls. The amount of times people have gone, "What's the difference?"
Yeah.
But it's all these, there's I mentioned a few things, but there's been some legit incredible stories that come out of it, and it is 100% our proudest work that we've done. And that's to kind of wrap it up. It's not over, it's.
So how are we moving forward then, Ben? From the 6th of July, which is next Monday, how are we moving forward with this?
People can sign up to become a premium member of BearWolf Training online, where they will get access to a class every day, a live class, which gets a text brief and a video brief every morning, so that you know what you're doing before you even log on, if that's the kind of person you are, you like to be clued up. Also, that gives you a little bit of ownership if you go, actually, I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to do it in my own time. And you can take that workout and perform that at your own time. Later on in the day, once we get the recording of the live workout, we upload that. So you can even follow it on as you would do at lunchtime, with Scott going through the reps with you, coaching you through that. And that's all mapped out so that you can revisit old workouts. So if you find yourself going, it's Saturday, there's no workout today, but actually I'm going in the backlog and find an old workout and give that a go instead. And also you've got the Q&A thing, so you can ask me and Scott questions about anything health and fitness related.
Yes, it could be nutrition, it could be mobility, it could be mechanics or learning a skill or a movement. I know there's stuff on there about people asking about lunges, and you've gone into real depth in terms of, the position of a lunge, mobility drills, how to reduce knee pain, etc. So in effect, you get access to us as coaches, right?
Yeah, we become your coaches. We become your coaches. It's that simple. And that's all just for, we wanted to keep the price point really low, so it was super accessible. It's £25 per household per month. So if it's you and your wife, you and your husband, you and your friend live in the same house, you and your kids, you don't all need to have a user. You just get one, and you can all log in on that same screen, share a screen, and do the workout together. We're not doing this because we go, excellent, let's make a load of money. We want to make sure for the amount of hours we put in, it's each workout will take me and Scott a good hour at least each, to host, put up, to plan for and coach. And we just need to basically warrant that and be able to be available to you guys. And you know what, like we say, we're going to keep improving it, keep building it up. When we get to a certain membership, we're going to increase the amount of classes we do. We're going to invest in this.
Like we said as well, is adjusting session times to meet the demand of people's schedules as well. So try and be as flexible as possible with our members and our clients to best support them as we go into the next phase of lockdown or coming out of it. I think the other thing as well is, you do the math, it's £1.25 per workout. And that's just you doing a live workout, most of the time you go to a gym class in a sports hall and you pay minimum of £5. So you're not only paying £1.25 for a free live class that's coached and guided, you get all the other stuff that Ben also included as well, plus an evolving service, where we're going to look to try and improve that service so it's a little bit more well-rounded beyond just, I suppose, fitness training and exercise, and then looking a little bit more into the lifestyle as well. So yeah, the scope of where we can take this is limitless, really, and it's really exciting. So I'm hoping that loads of people will join us from Monday, and then if you haven't got involved with the free workouts, then you're going to bite the bullet. You're going to invest not in BearWolf training, but invest in yourself, and get involved in the workouts, because they're tough but very rewarding.
Yeah, legit fun. They can be the highlight of your day, and they make you feel better. And we right now everyone can do with just a tiny little bit of time aside to just make themselves feel better. So it's been, as an experience as a coach, as someone that's also taken part in the classes, as kind of like I come on, I don't.
You're a participant, aren't you? Yeah.
I coached 2 of them when you've been ill. And realise how hard it is to coach and train at the same time, particularly when cardio is not your forte, as I said. Newfound respect for that. But yeah, it's a great fun part of my day as well. So it's been awesome. Well done on writing out 80 workouts and delivering them, Scott. Fantastic.
Cheers, brother. Well done on editing 80 videos, mate.
There's been some time in front of the laptop for a personal trainer that I didn't sign up for. I didn't think it would be this laptopy, but times must. Fantastic. We'll wrap it up there, but we look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. And
see you Monday, 12:30, guys.
Yeah, if you visit www.bearwolftraining.com, it should all be there. Easy peasy. Good to go.
Cool. See you later, guys.
See you later.